So,
100%.
alam niya kung ano yung gagawin. So, baka more of that para sa presidente.
Yeah, I mean, just kasi...
Di ba, sinabi ng presidente sa kanyang dalawang zona, dudurugin ko ang kartel, dudurugin ko ang smugglers, at saka dudurugin ko ang mga hoarders. Napakahalaga pag nagawa niya yun. Pero kahit hindi pa niya magawa fully,
show something.
makita niya na meron nakukulong, meron nawawasak.
Right.
Dahil papunta na siya sa kanyang fourth defining zona. Anong sasabihin niya sa report card?
Right.
Nagawa ko ito. Dalawang zona yan, ha?
But if you're BBM, you can also say that one reason siguro hindi ko nagawa yung mga gusto kong gawin is because dinidestabilize ako. Diba? I mean,
Yes.
the Dutertes are destabilizing
pero
every day.
pag ikaw ang presidente, mahirap magpaliwanag sa presinto eh.
Well, Pinoy did that until his last zona. Pinoy was still blaming Arroyo. I remember that very well. And that was our topic actually with Tito Boy, I remember back in the day.
Yeah, pero you can only do it so much dahil the buck stops with you.
Sure.
Diba? Kaya nga nung ikalawang zona niya, binitawan na niya yun eh. Ang pala niya ay kailangan natin gawin ito. No? Ganun. Pero interspersed with that, sinisisi mo pa rin yung previous government. Lalo na kung 9 years yung previous government. Diba? At maraming mga scandals. Pero yung dominant message mo, anong gagawin mo?
Right.
Because you will be judged for that.
President BBM has a special problem, right? Because talagang kalaban na yung DDS base eh. Diba?
Yeah, it's a
basically
open warfare.
That's
It's a mortal.
20, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So 20 to 40% is basically done. Like good luck Mindanao, good luck. So that means ang pwede lang niya i-expand na base are either liberal progressives, which is going to be very difficult, and the undecided, which is probably 25 to 30% of the population, right? So obviously the undecided makes sense in terms of what you said, which is ayusin mo yung mga basics, maybe you'll win them over. These are the people who are neither DDS nor with the administration. They're kind of, non-partisan. But do you think it's important that there's also an understanding, tactical alliance, grand coalition, whatever you want to call it, also with the Pinks and Progressives, whether it's on the Sara impeachment issue, whether it happens or not, whether it's on maybe another ICC arrest is in the books, maybe it could be other important issues. Do you think that's an inevitable path that has to be taken by the government? Kasi yun nga, you lost na that 20 to 40%. Malaki yun eh. So basically, you're left with this 60%. And dito sa 60%, we can say 15 to 20% could be also the pink base for that matter. Diba? Yun
Definitely. No, na may iba't iba kang impulses galing sa populasyon. Hindi mo pwedeng maliitin yung pink wave na nag-scale up during the midterm elections. No? Ikalawa, yung mga natitira sa'yo na kinakailangan mong i-rally. Katulad ng ginagawa ng mga Duterte doon sa natira sa kanila. Tapos meron kang lumalaki na soft voters or undecided in the absence of scientific data analytics ay kailangan mo mahatak yung soft na yan, yung mga undecided na yan. Tapos meron kang mga disenchanted sa unity team na nakakuha ng record high number of votes ng 2022. So yung mga disenchanted na yan ay sa'yo mapupunta, mananatili sa'yo, o mapupunta sa mga Duterte. So iba-ibang kanyan na
strategy,
iba-ibang stratification yan. Pero kailangan mo ng general strategy at saka specific strategy sa bawat stratified na mga segments na yan, di ba? Katulad ng iba't ibang mga rehiyon, iba-iba yung strategy mo. Pero may general strategy ka against impunity. May general strategy ka about national sovereignty. May general strategy ka about massive corruption. Pero i-specify mo yan halimbawa sa Gen Z, halimbawa sa millennials, halimbawa sa boomers katulad mo, no? Halimbawa sa
young boomers, old millennial.
So igaganon mo yan, no? But who is doing that?
Right.
No, who is doing that from the government?
There has to be that center of gravity.
Sino yan, no? Hindi naman yan kaya ni E.S. Bersamin. Hindi naman yan kaya ni Anton Lagdameo. Siyempre, wala rin naman yan sa wherewithal ni First Lady.
But some would say, what about Trillanes coming in? I mean, his name is popping up a lot.
Meron siyang capability at wherewithal para gawin yan, no? Kung ginawa nga niya yan before the elections as a member of the cabinet, halimbawa political affairs, ay may impact yan. Actually, ginagawa na niya yan habang tumatakbo siya sa Caloocan.
Informally,
pero ngayon may 1 year
independently.
Pero gawin niya not as a official of the government but unofficial. Tapos after 1 year, tsaka siya pumasok. So, people like Trillanes can do that. Or at least be part of a team na
Exactly.
gagawa niyan. Pero for now, sa vantage point ko, wala akong nakikita. Na
May kulang. There's some vacuum.
Walang assessment, walang strategy, at walang mga tao na dapat gumawa nung dapat gawin.